Thanks for staying tuned. My case rests President Buhari. So they recounted the scenes of President Buhari. From the Zaria massacre of about 300 members of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, IMN, whose offense was blocking the convoy of the Chief of Army Staff with their procession and public disturbance, to the then detention of the IMN leader El Zakzaki and his wife from December 2015 to 2021, regardless of court orders that seemed oppressive, rather than serving justice for their alleged crimes. 3 of the couple's sons were executed and their properties destroyed. Also, the October 2020 Endsars massacre of the young people who were peacefully protesting police brutality while holding the Nigerian flag. Over 100 people were injured or killed. Some had to flee the country. There was also the senseless 2022 cashless policy that saw old men cry because of lack of access to their funds for emergencies like food and drugs. Look, many people had different horror stories of the Buhari 8 years. I guess our parents who witnessed him as head of state from 1983 to 1985 are not on social media. Or they're more forgiving, or maybe as accused, forgetful. President Buhari's second coming doffed his first, and though his widow, Aisha Buhari, begged Nigerians to forgive him before he was buried, the vitriol doubled on the day of his burial. Some of us could not put our emotions into words. Anger at a culture that allows the worst of us to rule the rest of us and get away with it, while leaving millions in abject poverty, instability, living in internally displaced persons' camps when the country is not at war, and the sheer lack of infrastructure. I mean, African leaders patronize foreign hospitals and are only sent back home to be buried. For all his campaign promises and even a 2016 government policy banning medical treatment abroad for government officials, President Buhari's body was sent home. Just like he wanted to send Umar Rico back to Nigeria from London in 1984 in diplomatic baggage. Here's my verdict. Of course, everyone will die. But if you want to be remembered well, then make sure you're kind to humanity. If you serve a nation and it's only your family and friends that have good things to say about you, that's telling. May the faithful departed rest well.